Welcome back to the Wet Sheen channel, everyone. Now, we've been making Epic Mickey videos for a while, but I think it's time we switch things up by taking some time to talk about Disney in itself. How they lost everything and turned into a billion-dollar company later. But recently have become very unoriginal, boring, and straight up garbage in general. But how did we actually get here? Not too long ago, we were praising Disney for their films, so what actually happened? Today we will explore why Disney has got out of its prime and now has become this. But before we begin the video, let me take your attention to the subscribe button. If you end up enjoying today's video, then please consider dropping a sub to the channel, as we are in sneezing distance of 100 subscribers. We're only 5 off by the time I'm making this video. But now let's explore Disney's history, from the start to the end. Let's, begin from the start. Walt Disney lost everything to Universal due to a contract and rights dispute. Walt had lost his job and his team was taken away from him. He had to turn to his most trusted ally, Up Iwerks. After losing Oswald, they began to create a new character, one known quite well by the masses, Mickey Mouse. And fun fact, Mickey's original name was actually going to be Mortimer Mouse, but Walt's wife told him to change it to Mickey. I believe this is one of the key decisions that helped Mickey get popular. And yet, they still use Mortimer as the name of Mickey's rival later in his story. You know that tall guy who says ha-cha-cha all the time? Like, I'm not even joking, here's a few examples.
Ha-cha! Ha-cha-cha! Ha-cha-cha! Well, ha-cha-cha! Ha-cha-cha! Well, ha-cha-cha! 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 Ha-cha-cha!
But hey, let's get back on track. Mickey was created, and lots of people seem to think that Mickey shot up into the spotlight as soon as he appeared on screen. And yeah, no. Mickey had 2 shorts before the famous Steamboat Willie, Plain Crazy and I don't know the other one's name. But Walt couldn't find a distributor for either of them. So when Sync Sound came to his country of America, he set out to make the first Sync Sound cartoon his country had ever seen. And to get the right people for this, Walt and his brother both mortgaged their houses to pay for it. And luckily for them, Steamboat Willie was a massive hit with the audience and shot Mickey's popularity into the stratosphere. And by then, Disney couldn't be stopped, pumping out Mickey cartoons, hire more people, grow his empire, hugely. And then Disney had a new goal, make a movie with the same style and in colour, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was an original story. The creativity at Disney was thriving. They had made more and more money coming. Although, in 1969, unfortunately, Walt Disney died. No one knew he was sick. Even though that's very sad, we need to move on. So let's move on to Disney's huge peak. Disney's peak is debated around the world. Some say it was the 1980s to the 1990s, and most say it's 1990s to the 2010s, which I think is the most agreed upon one. Having classics like Hercules, Aladdin, The Lion King, Mulan, Nightmare Before Christmas, Pocahontas, there's more I haven't even mentioned, there's so many. They kept making banger after banger, and they couldn't be stopped no matter what. They'd been more popular than ever, pumping out a new movie every 2 to 3 years, growing in size as a company, and making lots of franchises with original stories, all bringing in different audiences of different ages and different interests. They were making more money than ever. Everyone was loving it, and it didn't seem like they were slowing down anytime soon. The movies kept getting great scores on Rotten Tomatoes, although this would eventually lead to a very sad downfall. Let's move on to nowadays. These days, Disney has been very dry. As they've become so big, they can just use their millions of franchises they bought, like Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, etc. There's really no need to make another original Disney film, as they don't need to anymore. Shown in the recent D23, there's some upcoming projects coming in the near future. Let's take a look at what was announced.
Bruh.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Bro, what the hell happened? Did I miss that today? Is sequel day? Seriously, out of the 5 things, 3 of them are sequels. And all 5 of them are reusing the same bloody characters because Disney is too comfortable and don't actually want to try. They don't try because they don't need to anymore. So they just use what they know works. But that's not all that's wrong with Disney. They straight up have blood on their hands. And, you know, I'm not talking about, you know, the normal things. But, you know, Disney has tons of amusement parks. And what are amusement parks popular for? That's right, food, of course. No. But this man and wife went to a Disneyland and went to go eat. But the wife had a highly deadly allergy to, like, wheat or gluten or something. So she asked for her food not to have gluten in it, which was she allergic to. Normal, right? Like, very, very not far-fetched at all. Well, obviously the Disney employee messed up and still put the ingredients in with gluten. So, she had an allergy attack and died before getting to the hospital, which is tragic. I can't imagine how the husband is feeling right now. Obviously the man was gonna sue Disney, but you know what Disney's justification for this was? Do you, like, really want to know? They argued it was okay because the man had signed up for Disney Plus. I am not kidding. They think it's okay for unintentional murder to take place because a man signed up for a streaming service. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. But that case hasn't happened yet, so I'll keep you updated in the near future. We are now at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked the new content that's still on the topic of Disney, but a bit different than the Epic Mickey videos. Thanks for watching, and have a good day or night or whatever. I don't really care. Goodbye.